Thank you for joining us to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2024. We are so glad you are here. Our ceremony will begin in approximately 10 minutes. During the ceremony, we kindly request that everyone remain seated. Should you need to do so, this would be a great time to make a final trip to the restroom facilities located at the main entrance. At this time, please silence all electronic devices as a courtesy to those around you, as well as to our graduates. Again, please remain seated throughout the entire ceremony. A professional photographer is here to photograph the graduates receiving their diplomas. We know this is an exciting time and you would like to capture as much of this moment as possible, but we would like for everyone who is here to be able to do the same. We ask that you stay seated so as to not obstruct any other guest's view. You may take personal photos after the ceremony. At the conclusion of our ceremony, please remain in the stands until the recessional is complete. You may then proceed to the Heritage Walk adjacent to the Mark Morse Auxiliary Gym to meet your graduate. You will find areas for photo opportunities set up for you to enjoy. Thank you for making this morning even more special by joining us today to celebrate our Villages High School class of 2024.
It's been worse. Because I can only use, I was gonna say, because I can only use red pencil. I want to start to stand up. Bro,
Good morning. I'm Gary Lester, Chairman of the Board of the Village's Charter Schools, and on behalf of our board, our school staff, and faculty, welcome to this, the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. Please stand for our national anthem.
Please be seated. As principal of the Villages High School, I am honored to introduce our top 2 ranked students. Our class of 2024 valedictorian is Laura Garcia Torres. Join me in congratulating Laura on this outstanding achievement. Next, please congratulate our class of 2024 salutatorian, Lily Liu. Each of these 2 distinguished students are outstanding representatives of the VHS class of 2024. As such, they will both be giving our traditional salutatorian and valedictorian speeches. First, we will hear from our 2024 salutatorian, Lily Liu. Lily will be attending the University of Florida Honors Program in the College of Engineering in the fall to study digital arts and science in preparation to become a video game developer. Lily is the daughter of Dr. E. Liu and Miss Jun Si Ya. Now please turn your attention to the screen as Lily shares a glimpse into the unique past of the VHS class of 2024.
We've come together to say a final farewell to K-12 schooling, which has quite literally consumed our whole lifetime. It's hard to remember the past, when it feels as if we had a time blip from 2020 to 2024. One second we were celebrating our freedoms from middle school, and now we're adults graduating high school. Looking back, each day from the past becomes harder to remember as time goes on. Our life experiences are like writing in the sand. Each moment leaves a unique imprint, shaping the shore in beautiful waves. Though the waves gradually wash away the details, they also smooth the sand, creating a canvas for new encounters. Even as the oldest marks fade, they contribute to the ever-evolving seascape of our odyssey, leaving behind a subtle but lasting influence on who we are. As a last farewell, why don't we recount our past from the start? On our first days of school together, we learned how to draw with crayons and learn to read. We had our first scuffles of challenges, like learning to tie our shoes, the first FSA, and our first bout of a lifetime to come of homework. But there were the first excitements too, like our first book fair, our first time on Cool Math Games, our first mile run, our first water day, and our first Founders Day. Then came middle school, where life truly began. We were now the biggest of big kids. 7 classes, a new frontier. With new freedoms popping up everywhere, came new times to express ourselves. We rejected the idea of similarity in the efforts to find ourselves. From experimenting with science fair to experimenting with our personalities, a lot of change was a brew. Some of that change was game-changing. Some of that change may be better left in the recesses of everyone's minds. Then came high school in 2020, where life truly began, again. Except it didn't, at least not yet. Our class entered fragmented, quiet, lost and feeling like imposters, expecting the grandeur of a carefree freshman lifestyle that never came. Instead, we explored a new life online. We witnessed hypertrends and new cultural icons, and were connected digitally more than ever. Despite our customized algorithms, it's almost as if the opposite effect occurred. As a collective, we bonded on our shared feeds, jokes, struggles, coping, and sarcasm, and games when we couldn't explore our lives outside of school. This is what I think makes our class unique among others. We weren't afraid to help and support each other, pulling our brain power together. In the following years, we diversified our classes, interests, and experiences, and joined academies. We made our first friends and made our first achievements, and we were becoming our own distinct people. However, at the same time, we still had a collective community bond of surviving high school by traversing the treachery of our exams and homework while still having fun together. That was when high school finally felt real. Still, we may struggle to let go of some of the seasonal traditions that have become staples of our lives, like back-to-school shopping and the feeling of summer break. These are seasonal events that will never have the same meaning again. Like trees in the fall, we need to shed our leaves of our past burdens, as clinging to the past hinders new growth. During the winter, we must endure with barren branches, but this allows us to rest and prepare. When spring arrives, we can blossom, and as our memory tree grows taller and more branches, creating the foundations of new memories, which will flourish in the summer of our changing journey. Without hard work, love, and dedication, we all would not be here today. Never forget that each moment is a unique opportunity to shape your future. Class of 2024, now life begins.
Thank you, Lily. Our 2024 valedictorian, Laura Garcia Torres, will be attending the University of Florida's honors program in the fall to study pre-dental chemistry in preparation to become an oral surgeon. Laura is the daughter of Mr. Lidacel Garcia Gutierrez and Dr. Joni Torres Blanco. Please turn your attention to the screen as Laura shares a visionary message for our VHS class of 2024.
Today, we are celebrating the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. First and foremost, I'd like to give praise where praise is due. According to 2 Timothy 4:17, the Lord stood by me and gave me strength. Without my faith, I would not be where I am today. For this, I'd like to thank my parents, who have sacrificed so much for me to be on American soil and have been my biggest supporters since day one. We all have our unique stories. The class of 2024 is composed of many different students from many different backgrounds, all brought together by our determination and drive. To our instructors, mentors, and teachers, thank you for seeing our potential and giving us endless opportunities. We were the class that did not get an 8th grade graduation and started high school wearing masks. Today, we are the first graduating class from our beautiful Middleton campus. Despite all of our challenges, our class overcame all obstacles and adapted. There's a saying, the reason the rearview mirror is small and your front windshield is so much bigger is because you are supposed to look forward. So, instead of feeling sad for what we leave behind, let's feel excited for what's to come. New independence, responsibilities, and challenges. New jobs, relationships, and opportunities. Whether you're planning on going to college next year, going into the workforce or a trade school, taking a gap year, or defending our lovely country in the armed forces, let's embrace the change. Inevitably, there will be challenges, setbacks, roadblocks, and disappointments. But it's nothing our class has not endured before and excelled. I mean, how many generations can say that they've had to learn how to do PE classes on Zoom and had to do science labs in their kitchen? Our class has learned how to expect the unexpected. We are resilient and capable. Each of us does not know what the future holds, but we all have dreams and aspirations. To make these dreams come true, we must rely on our solid foundation. VHS has provided us with 4 core values: hospitality, creativity, stewardship, and hard work. Wherever you may go, may you welcome others with hospitality. A warm buffalo smile is all it takes to make someone feel at home. May your creativity shine through. We all have different light that we bring into the world. May your bright light illuminate the path for yourself and others. May your stewardship allow others to bestow their trust on you. The foundation of any good relationship is trust, and trust must be earned through action. May your hard work get you far. You have worked so hard to get here today, but don't let it stop now. Remember, our class is built up on grit and determination. May whatever you do be done to the very best. There are other values that make each one of us incredible individuals: empathy, benevolence, passion, pride, advocacy, and faith. These values will help us overcome adversity and push us towards our optimal potential. Know that you have all the tools that you need to be successful, thanks to the foundation that we have built. So, my fellow graduates, as we say goodbye, I hope that every one of us finds success in our chosen fields, while continuing to uphold the core values that we have been taught since a young age. I have no doubt in my mind that we have been properly prepared for what's to come. Thank you, and congratulations. Go Buffalo!
I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. You used to rock me in the cradle of your arms. You said you'd hold me till the pains of life remember all the things that I was told. I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I think on the things that made me feel so wonderful when I was young. I think on the things that made me laugh, made me dance, made me sing. I think on the things that made me grow into a being full of pride. I think on these things, for they are true. I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I thought that you were gone, but now I know you're with me. You are the voice that whispers all I need to hear. I know a piece of thank you and a smile will take me far. I know that I am you and you are me and we are one. I know that who I am is numbered in each grain of sand. I know that I've been blessed again and over again. I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes.
Our alumni speaker is Bradley Andrews, a VH graduate of the class of 2009. While at VHS, Bradley was in the Graphic Arts Academy and on the baseball and golf teams. Brad went on to earn a bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of Pikeville in Pikeville, Kentucky. Brad currently serves as an assistant golf professional in the village's golf and tennis division. Brad is married to Emily and they have 2 kids, Brody and Brooks, and another one on the way. Please join me in welcoming Bradley Andrews.
Wow, what a sight you all are, huh? That's awesome. And what a campus this is that we all now get to call our home. Huh? That's great. Well, good morning, graduates, families, and friends. And what an honor and a privilege it is for me to be up here speaking to you on one of the most important days of your life so far. This is a day that marks the beginning of a new chapter in your book. And that's a book that's one of a kind. Only one copy is going to be made of it. And you're going to be the one who has to write it. And I know you feel like you just put your pencils down to take a break, enjoy your summer, and that's good. You should do that. But you are going to have to be the one to pick back up that pencil and go to work. And when I say work, I do want you to take that literally. because this journey that you're about to embark on, it's going to take some work. It's going to take effort. It's going to take sacrifice. And I can promise you one thing. You are only going to get out of it what you put into it. So, whether you've got the next 4 years already planned out through attending the college of your dreams on a full ride scholarship, or you're like me 15 years ago, sitting in those chairs with absolutely no idea what you wanted to do for the next 4 years, or for the rest of your life for that matter, there is one thing that I want you all to hear. Go. Do it. Take that first step forward towards something. The last thing that you should do from this moment on is stop your momentum. Now, don't get me wrong, that momentum will likely change, shift, several times in fact, but no matter what, you don't stop, you don't quit, and you take that first step. If you don't know what college major to choose, that's all right. I didn't either. Go in as undecided. Start with first-year studies or exploratory programs. Let them help you with your options. Start with business. Start with communications. Start with public relations. Start with something that you can apply in any arena that you may end up in. Just don't miss the key word there. Start. If you've decided that a college education is not necessarily your thing, that's okay. Well, go pick up a trade. Look around you. Look across the street where there's new homes and new buildings being constructed every single day. This world also needs plumbers, electricians, carpenters, cabinet makers, roofers. But no matter what it is that you decide on, take some pride in it and give it your 100% effort, because I want you to remember, it doesn't take an ounce of talent to work hard and be enthusiastic. Now, as you might imagine, I've done quite a bit of reflecting since being asked to be your guest speaker this morning. And in that reflection on my journey to this stage, there's really only one main theme that seems to stand above all the rest, and that's relationships. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter who you become, a large part of your life is going to be about building relationships. And I know it's going to be really hard for you to trust me on this, because remember, I was you, sitting in those chairs thinking those same thoughts, but the relationships you have built to this day and the ones that you will be building here in the near future, they are going to have an enormous impact on your journey. So, no matter who it is or in what context it might be, start those relationships, cherish them, prioritize them, work on them, and most importantly, don't give up on them so easily, because you never know when that group of high school and college friends that you ran around with back then, they end up being your lifelong friends that are there for you day in and day out. You never know when that coach you played for is going to be one of the main reasons you get your first job out of college. And you never know when that pretty little blonde-haired girl that you ran into while at that first job, she ends up being the love of your life that you marry, start a family with, and end up spending the rest of your life with. You never know when that golf pro gives you your first golf lesson at 14 years old, ends up being your boss one day. And you never know when the director of education at your high school asks you to give a speech at graduation one day. I'm a firm believer that life is meant to be spent alongside one another. And I'm a firm believer that people are one of the most important things in this life. And while I do think it's a great quality to have, to be a strong and independent person, I will throw some caution to you to not let that be your only quality. You got to find people that you can trust, that make you a better person each and every day, and who have your best interests in mind. And if you feel like right now, or really at any point in your life, you just can't seem to find those sort of people, look up. You have a Heavenly Father who checks all of those boxes. And quite frankly, He checks every box. I can promise you that there is no person who has any better interest in mind for your life than what He does. Now, some of you know that. Some of you know Him, and that's great. Hold on to that and never compromise on that. Some of you don't know Him, and that's okay too. It's never too late to start that relationship. All you got to do is tell him that you're ready. For me personally, I went 28 years just knowing of him and never actually having a relationship with him. And all it takes is a conversation. A conversation for a relationship to help guide you through this life, to have someone to look to when this life gets hard, to have someone to thank when you experience success. Just know that he loves you and he's waiting for you, and he will wait for however long it takes. Just remember the key word I used earlier: start. So I'm going to leave you with a few truths that I've learned since tossing my cap in 2009. The truth is, you are going to fail on this journey and in this life. And that's okay. That's normal. There's not one single person in this stadium that can say they haven't failed at one point in their life. But the key is going to be not to be defined by those failures. The key is going to be that when you fall, you got to learn from it. Get back up, mark the moment so you don't fall down again, and keep moving forward. It is also true what they say about home. There is no place like it, as you can see from my example. But I've also learned that this country and this world, they are really, really big places, and they are worth exploring. And if I was able to survive for 4 years, make friends, get a degree from a college that was 12 hours away from the only home that I ever known, with no one there that I knew, then guess what? You can do it too. Just got to remember what I said about those relationships, because you're not going to be able to do it alone. And I believe it's also true that you can be anything that you want to be in this life. But I do believe that there are some things that we all should be, no matter where we end up or what we end up doing. Be patient, be humble, be grateful, be honest, be respectful, and most of all, be kind. Be kind. Because like Maya Angelou said, at the end of the day, people will forget most of the things that you did. And they will forget most of the things that you said, as you all are probably going to do when I step down from this podium. But people will never forget the way that you made them feel. So, class of 2024, your time has come. It's time to pick back up those pencils and go to work on that next chapter in your book. God bless, go make us proud, and go Buffalo.
Mr. Grant and members of the village's high school faculty, I accept your recommendation that these students have met all the qualifications for graduation as set forth by the Florida Department of Education and the village's charter school board of directors. Please proceed with the official awarding of the diplomas.
All set? Laura Garcia Torres. Lily Xie Liu. Isai Aguilera Lopez. William Hugh Allen IV. Sophia Ann Antonuccio. Hubert Gael Ariano Flores. Jessica Marlene Baca Aguilar. Ezra Daniel Balthaser. Eddie Miguel Bendomo. Daniel Barrera. Jalen Elizabeth Bell. Deshaun Herschel Bellamy. Daniel Lee Bidding, Jr. Connor Seth Blazik. Elena Jane Bogomil. Elizabeth Ann Boss. Cameron Matthew Bradley. Emma Marie Braun. Jasmine Maria Brewer. Clifton Lee Bridges III. Ellen Christine Brooks. Cassie Joanna Brown. Brady Lynn Bryant. Nathan James Buttle. Joshua Alexander Burt. Bailey Ann Burton. Chelsea Elizabeth Calkins. Liberty Madison Campbell. Byron Michael Carter. Christian Gunnar Casey. Andrew Nicholas Cottle. Morgan Ann Chandler. Jace Charpentier. Cullen Lee Cheshire. Dylan Lee Childers. Thatcher Alexander Clark. Anthony Nazir Collantes. Brianna Zainad Collantes. Joseph David Collins. Landon Thomas Collins. Bree Lane Cook. Joseph James Cosenza III. Christian David Cosme. Marissa Yvonne Kucher. Samuel David Craven. Patricio Joaquin Cueva. Blythe Scott Daly. Carly Renee Dasher. Jordan Philip Davison. Sarah Ashley DeShong. Lillian Grace DeHond. Tyler Wyatt DePriest. Owen C. Dybel. Gianna Isabel DiMaggio. Amberlyn Santana Drain. Kaylee Michelle Ducharme. Laura Nicole Dueñas Portela. Haley Nicole Duke. Mackenzie Faith Dunn. William Carl Dysert. Russell Wayne Ibe. Alexis May Etheridge. Isington Zane Uten. Nathan James Eugene Farrell. Ava Lucia Fernandez. Matea Marie Fioretto. Jarrell Devonte Flanagan. Sarah Elizabeth Flores. Michael Alejandro Florian Contreras. Jakivan Ishe Fluid. Grace Cecile Fraley. Taylor Lynn Fugate. Carson Acampo Gabat. Peyton Taylor Gardner. Ryan Patrick Garvey. Christian Anthony Gendron. Josh Eric Layson Gapega. Sarah Latrell Glisson. Isaac Alexander Goff. Amelia Catherine Goller. Amaya Liani Gonzalez. Melanie Hope Gonzalez Madriz. Anna Frances Gordon. Emma Sophia Gordon. Alexandra Hazel Graham. Andon Davis Gray. Jesse James Grider. Louis Philip Edouard Hackett. DeAndre Malik Hamilton. Garrett Randall Harrison. Genesee Michelle Hernandez Santos. Lorelei Rory Hilfiger. Jada Elizabeth Hitch. Kayla Renee Hudson. Alexis Sarah Hume. Lance James Hutt. Roland Brox Ireland. Thomas Daniel Jakes. Emma Sophia Johnson. Caitlin Renee Johnson. Garrick Michael Jolick. Janasia Nicole Justin. Lacey Brooke Kuiper. Bailey Leanne Keller. Allison Kaylin Kenny. Braylon James Carrison. Nathan Vaughn Kessler. No. Maya Ann Kindle. Kieran Galian King. Benjamin Luke Kubek. Anthony Joseph Kredzinski, Jr. Morgan Janine Lasharity. Raymond Basil Lashley. Landon Joseph Lee. Olivia Paige Lenza. Hannah Nicole Linton. James A. Liptak. Braylon Renee Leonoris. Do we have another teacher coming up? Okay. Ava Joy Logan. Joseph Genzel Lopez. Fabiola Cristina Lugo Iglesias. Audrey Marie Luplo. Leighton Whitney Luther. Grace Elizabeth Macinas. Bella Rose Mahalik. Paula Crystal Maldonado Rosa. Paulette Naomi Maldonado Rosa. Connor Bryce Malone. Giovanni Vincenzo Manco. Moira Noel Mangum. Adrian Cardam Mirage. Taya Renee Marcus. Jaden Kyle Allen Martin. Crystal Anaí Martinez. Jeremy Miguel Mateo. Paul James Mattingly. Addison Victoria McCracken. Seth Andrew McCain. Sophia Erica Lauron Mahia. Ella Grace Menifee. Salvador Montalvo Avellaneda. Virgil Landon Morrison. Kaylee Renee Murphy. Tegan Melody Murphy. Jarrell Deshawn Nesbitt. Claire Eliza Ness. Keegan Hugh Newman. Amber New Wynn. Maria Wynn. Maitu Angie Wynn. Delaney Melina Norat. Emma May Orlando. Gavin Michael Ortengren. Caitlin Diana Ortengren. Fatima Osman. Khadija Osman. Selena Lynn Osorio Gross. Erica Marie Pagan. Lily Madeline Penlilio. Molly Ann Parody. Rishi Paudel. Teresa Danielle Perlman. Julia Marie Perry. Ian Pavlo Pedotti Beauchamp. Savannah Leigh Pierce O'Brien. Hannah Marie Popson. Rayleigh Grace Pounds. Riley Nicole Powers. Madison Caitlin Price. Kyle Robert Priest. Giovanna Marie Privitera. Catherine Grace Probola. Benjamin Lee Maddox Prout. Destiny Puentes. Grayson Allegra Pulley. Chris Joel Quillis de Jesus. Colin Garrett Rahilly. Avery Grace Noelani Rollerson. Anna Linden Rausch. Jonathan Matthew Reed. Maya Elizabeth Riley. Jadalise Reyes. Sydney Menelu Rich. Austin Yavani Rivera Perez. Nolan Joseph Rivers. Rugena Hope Rongholt. Alexis Brianne Rose. Brighton Douglas Russ. Trevor Paul Rutkowski. Gavin Chase Rutz. Beatriz Angelica Salcido Bolano. Cale David Sanders. Christian Thomas Sarakinas. Jadarian Zavarius Saucier. Nicholas Braden Saucier. Derek Craig Schuler. Isabella Rose Scott. Samantha Centel. Deontay Michael Sessler. Peyton Nicole Sharp. Grace Elizabeth Shaw. Serena Isabella Schutz. Sarah Danielle Simmons. Zoe Lee Simmons. Mallory Renee Simpson. Kirsten Callie Smith. Sarah Elizabeth Smith. Denia Liana Snowden. Adriana Sotolongo Roman. Carson Adam Stanage. Chloe Marie Stanley. Haley Marie Steed. Madeline Elisa Stevens. Cole Peter Stetkowitz. Madison Taylor Strickland. Isabella Rose Sullivan. Mark Wilson Sikawyau. Rihanna Paula Sabo. Christian Rebetado Tetralt. Jaden Anton Thompson. John David Tillman. Blaine Paul Timpson. Caden Yunhing Chu. Natalie Faith Todd. Reese Logan Towers. Karen Bao Tran. Omar Anthony Valderrama, Jr. Tien Bang Van. Alejandra Daniela Vasquez. Christian Michael Vega. Alejandro Luis Jose Ventura. Heidi Ann Venuto. Emily Elizabeth Very. Kayla Marie Verzal. Madison Elaine Ward. Victoria Catherine Watley. Eva Lynn Watterson. Luke Christopher Weber. Ryan Russell Wilkins, Jr. Ainsley Elizabeth Williams. Noah Sims Williams. Holden Bray Winfrey. Rylan McKenna Woodall. William Franklin Wright. Ilea Joelle Evans. Cooper Kai Zimmerman.
VHS class of 2024, please rise. Congratulations, seniors. Today is your day. Class of 2024, you will be leaving your legacy as the first VHS graduating class at our magnificent Middleton campus. I want you to know, once a Buffalo, always a Buffalo. As a graduating class of 2024, your accomplishments have helped usher in a new exciting era at VHS. Today's ceremony is a culmination of our inaugural year on this campus. However, you must remember, today is by no means the end. Today is your inauguration into a new epic era of your lives. I challenge you to continue practicing your core values of hospitality, hard work, creativity, and stewardship. Our core values have been deliberately instilled and ingrained in you with purpose. Our core values were designed intentionally to guide you in preparing and developing a deliberate plan of action for the journey of life. I encourage you to be kind, work diligently, be responsible with your resources, and embrace creativity. You are the cultivator of your own destiny. Graduates, you are equipped for success and fully prepared to face the challenges of the real world. I congratulate you on your achievements at the Villages High School. You have proven your academic excellence with unwavering flexibility and resiliency. I encourage you to remain dedicated, confident, and steadfast as you charge forward in your journey of life, tackling each roadblock you encounter with the tenacity that you've displayed over the last 4 years. I am truly convinced nothing will hold you back. Go Buffalo! VH class of 2024, please return to your seat and remain standing as you help us to usher in a new tradition for our commencement ceremonies. Today, we begin this new tradition to conclude our commencement ceremony with the introduction of the VHS Staff of Learning. Our Staff of Learning represents the enduring tradition of learning and symbolizes the core values that our institution is dedicated to upholding. The Villages High School cherishes the importance of continued lifelong learning. We encourage each graduate to pursue a life of endless learning. In this symbolic exchange of the Staff of Learning, our faculty is entrusting the class of 2024 with assuming the sole responsibility of your own lifelong learning. Ms. Marianne Robertson, one of our long-standing faculty members, will transfer the Staff of Learning to Ryan Wilkins, who will lead the class of 2024 in our recessional. Audience, we request that you remain seated and stay in the stadium until all graduates and faculty leave. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and a safe weekend.